Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your weekly tarot. So again, this reading is going to be released early, so instead of me filming and releasing this on Sunday, we're doing it on the Friday instead. So that's because your general reading is going to release this Sunday. Okay, so you still, same rules as last time. I'm just bringing you Scorpio Sunday reading a couple of days ahead of schedule because your general reading that otherwise normally drops on a different weekday is going to be dropping on Sunday. Again, it's just the way that the calendars have fallen. I do believe that it's going to happen another 2 or 3 times this year. But yeah, I'll just let you guys know right when it happens so you won't miss a thing, okay? Right, so your spirit animal guidance message, and again, I believe that you've had this one that's come out frequently for you, is the cougar and leadership. Okay, so it says you have come into your own power. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong. So you're going to be at the forefront of something this week. You're going to be taking the leadership role this week. You're going to have other people that you're taking under your wing somehow, somewhere this week. Using the power of intentions, be clear with your purpose and define where you're heading, okay? So there's also a message here about, yes, co-creating with the universe. I know that sometimes words like that can really trigger some people, okay? Not everybody, but it can definitely trigger those who are still stuck in like old cycles, old ways of doing things, okay? Any terms such as empowerment and working with the universe, it can really piss them off. It's very strange, it's really bizarre. But anyway, that's by the by. Co-creating with the universe, right? Taking that leadership role, giving clear direction on what it is you're trying to do, what it is you're trying to achieve, what is it you're trying to accomplish. No mixed messages this week, Scorpio, okay? This week, they're saying once you set your mind to something, try and see it through to the end. Try not to give the universe any mixed signals, any mixed messages. And that's what they're getting at with the co-create with the universe, where you have to define where you're heading, okay? So no mixed signals. Be crystal clear, be direct, be forthright. They're saying as well for you to, I just heard aggressive. Obviously, don't be aggressive, right? I think they're saying aggressive because you're going to come up against aggressive people this week, probably more so than usual. There's like a lot of aggressive energy that's going on, so you're going to have to take the leadership role. Keep that cool head on your shoulders. It's kind of like standing up for yourself or standing up for others. Okay, it's that sort of energy. But I do suspect with that word aggressive coming through, I very much suspect that this is the week where you're dealing with someone who is being aggressive, either physically or verbally. They could also be being quite sort of passive aggressive as well. So again, take the leadership role in that situation. Okay, let's take a look at your rune. What rune do you have for Scorpio? The 14th, to the 23rd of February. Of course you've got Hagalaz. And nice, you've got Algiz as well. In my opinion, Algiz is one of the most protective runes. I believe they used to inscribe this on their shields. Right before the Norse would go to battle, you would see this symbol quite frequently on the shields because they believed that that rune could invoke the power of the Aesir and it could give them additional protection and courage in times of battle, in times of war, which again, really, really interesting because we've already had that word come through about dealing with aggressive individuals. Okay. So yeah, if you feel that you're needing additional protections this week, then definitely do consider harnessing the energy of this particular rune. So you can trace it out on a bit of paper. As I'm always saying, it doesn't have to be anything fancy, okay? It's about putting your intent into it as you're drawing it out. And it's the letter Y with the stick going all the way through it, basically, okay? Yeah, it says sanctity, blessings, assistance, and protection. So we're going to leave that one up on the top for you. I'll do that now. I love this. I absolutely love this because you've got Asgard as well. Speaking of the Aesir, that's literally Asgard, land of the Aesir, land of the gods. Okay. It indicates that you've got a really positive outcome come the end of this week. Divine judgments decree outcome, and the outcome is positive. The outcome is very good. In fact, it's saying the outcome is better than what you could have imagined it to be. So you're starting off the week a little bit rocky, okay, a little bit testy. Haga or Hagalas, hailstones, sudden, unexpected. Kind of a little bit like the tower, yeah, but perhaps doesn't last quite as long as the tower energy would. Tower energy, I find, going from personal experience, I find that the tower energy can sometimes drag on. Like, the tower energy, for me, in my own lived experience, usually takes about a month to complete. Okay, usually, like is normally like a month of rocky road and hardships, and then finally the dust can settle. This one, with it being Haga, is a lot quicker. It's like boom, right? It says danger, destruction, chaos, and unexpected. But here's the thing: you're not to focus on that. Okay, it's understanding. Okay, something about the start of this week, it gets off on a bit of a rocky road. Almost as if you assume, well, that's my entire week fucked. But actually, there's a twist to the tale, okay? Because it came out with Asgard. So this sudden shift, this sudden chaos, this sudden change is actually really, really positive. Okay, really positive. How does this come through in day-to-day lived experience? Usually, it'll come in through an example such as the one I'm about to give you. You were promised a placement, you were promised a job. Falls through, and it's shattering. But then, in the next sentence, they say, but we've got this other job at this better location that pays more than what that other job would have offered you. Do you want that one instead? Yeah? It's that energy. That's how it usually comes through in real-time experience. Okay, the Haga with the Asgard, it's like taking away one thing, but replacing that one thing with something else far better, far superior. Okay, literally. Another way it can come through, say you've booked a room in this hotel, and then you turn up at the hotel and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, there's been a mistake on the system. All of our rooms are like completely booked out. I'm so sorry. So they turn you away, and then right before you exit the place, they call you back, or the managers come through and they've called you back and they've gone, actually, we need to uphold our promise to you here, so we're going to give you the honeymoon suite instead. Right? So again, just a couple of examples of how that energy can be experienced in real time. The Haga with the Asgard. It's the taking away of something with that sudden, and then just as quickly it's being replaced with something else far, far superior. Okay, so again, how that's going to translate in your own real time, again, I don't know. Okay, I'm not a psychic, I'm an intuitive. I can only read the overall energies. Okay, basically, anything that falls through this week, they're saying not all is lost though. Okay, it's not a total disaster. It's not even a workaround. Okay, because a workaround would be that is being replaced with something equivalent. Okay, but something is not being placed with equivalent value. It's being placed with better value, far better value. Okay, so again, it's like whatever area of your life that you're focused on this week is going to be the area where you experience this kind of energy, and it could be something small and minor, or it could be something much bigger. Okay, again, a lot like, say you've had a little bump in your car and you have to get a courtesy car, and they tell you, oh man, we're all out of courtesy cars, or all the courtesy cars are in the garage, there's none spare, but we've got this top of the range, I don't know, something crazy. Name your favorite vehicle, right? And they're like, how about you use that instead for your courtesy car? And you're, okay, I'll take it. You know, yeah. So, no major disasters this week, Scorpio. Absolutely fantastic. I need to leave this one spare because we've got to do your healing colour. So what I'll do, just in case I need to refer back to these, I'm going to put these there. Okay, I like to keep the cards close so I can keep referring back to them if necessary. Right, let's get you a healing colour. What healing colour do you have for Scorpio for the 14th to the 23rd of February, please? Scorpio, thank you. Plum. Oh, wow, they're all nice. I was going to say they're all within the same sort of colour spectrum, aren't they? Plum, purple and auburn. I know auburn's more sort of brown, orangey brown. But like, look at this. Look at the spectrum there. Plum, purple, auburn. Okay. So these ones are the higher chakras. This one obviously is the root chakra. So the lower and the higher. Okay. Plum, overcome your challenges. Nice. A colour of devotion, dedication and commitment that connects... I'm struggling to read my own writing. That connects you to your heart and to your life purpose, creates deep bonds in friendships and relationships, assists you to stay strong in hardships and difficult situations. Haga. Encourages deep inner strength, faith and conviction. So with the colour plum, that can help you to overcome your challenges. It can help you to, again, I hate to sound patronising, it can help you to see the silver lining. Okay. Fills you with conviction. It's a bit of a loaded word. Sometimes when someone's got too much conviction, they can become quite pious and dangerous. Conviction is more to do with the self-belief, self-assuredness, without the cockiness, without the arrogance. Okay. Which is needed, and it's needed in healthy doses. Okay. They're saying here as well that your relationships and your connections are likely to deepen this week. Okay. Purple, develop mental clarity. Yeah, so there's not going to be any space for any mental clutter. It says creates a connection between your mind, body and soul, helps to bring positivity and success, clears your mind and releases negativity. Yeah, so if you're struggling to see the bright side, as they say this week, if you're struggling to see the positives, then perhaps utilizing the color purple within your clothes or whatever, or just keep something purple close to you, that can help you out with your mental clarity. Okay, it can help you to not slip into habits of negative thinking if that has been an issue for you. Okay, obviously it's not been an issue for all Scorpios, but if you feel that you're going to be struggling this week with that mental clarity, then definitely do consider the color purple. And then of course Auburn is grounding. It says ground yourself. Grounding and provides access to universal intelligence. So you've got connection with self and then connection with universal energies. Regeneration, I really can't read my own writing. Regeneration, increased concentration, and a higher level of patience, stability, and practicality. So take on this week from a very practical angle. Okay, practical, logical, grounded, realistic. I don't know, you might be working outside this week. Okay, you could be, I'm hearing problem solving. Problem solving. Problem solving. Regeneration, that can also indicate healing of some type. Healing and recovery, regeneration, or working something over. Okay, it's interesting because it's showing you a forest there, and it's like if that's about land regeneration or forestry or something, then it's, you know, working the land, turning it over, regenerating it, getting rid of the rubbish, making the land fertile again. You know, that's all part of regeneration. I feel that some, but not all, could be doing that this week. I feel that it's mostly about staying focused and not allowing any disappointments make you feel wobbly on your feet, or these minor disappointments have your brain going off in spirals. You know what I mean? Right, let's take a look at the strongest messages, and then we'll get out the tarot for you. What else is coming in for Scorpio, please, for the 14th to the 23rd of February? Okay. Sign of hope. I told you. I do not bullshit you. Spirit does not bullshit you either. Sign of hope. Safe passage, changing fortune, divine intervention. So that's what we got going on here then. Hagar with Asgard, it's divine intervention. You might have had your heart set on something, and Spirit's going, it's a good idea, Scorpio. I'm with you on that. I'm going to help you achieve that. However, the way that you're trying to attain it is not going to work. So what we're going to do for you, Scorpio, is we're going to block off that particular path, and we're going to redirect you this way instead. Okay. It's divine intervention. Interesting. You're changing your fortunes this week. Lovely. I don't know, you going to win the lottery? I hope so. That'd be nice. Maybe. Wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule it out. You're changing your fortune. I've been seeing that quite a lot, actually, in Scorpio Collectives reads, where there's like years and years of struggle for Scorpios specifically. is coming to an end. Because we've had a lot of reads out, haven't we, where it's been like, yeah, you don't have to fight anymore. You know, you can start enjoying your life now. We've had a lot of reads out like that. Release. There we go. Let go of any burdens. This is a rebirth. Some type of awakening here that's going on. It could be you could be falling in love with life. It could be again, or it could be for the first time. Depending on, you know, how much of a Scorpio are you. It sounds like a strange thing to say, but if you're a regular here, you would have heard me say it before. A lot of Scorpios, not all of them granted, but a lot of them have had really, really awful, like fucking vile starts in life. So that's why I say, yeah, you could be falling in love with life for the first time. And for the rest of you, you could be falling in love with life yet again, all over again, you know. There's also a message of faith in humanity is being restored this week. Now, I would love to see that happen. You know, society's a bit of a mess at the moment, is it not? So, yeah, to have your hope restored in humanity, I think, is a beautiful thing. And that message is definitely coming through as well. Okay, potentially some sort of rebirth here for you that's going on a personal or private level. Again, we'll find out more because I'm going to clarify this with the tarot, okay? Yeah, restoring, restoration. We've already seen that word. We've seen it there with ground yourself, didn't we? Restoration. And now you've got restoring. Rest and relax, harmony, and reconnect with yourself. Yeah. Yeah, the relationship that you have with yourself is the absolute most important relationship that you'll ever have with anybody. Okay. It isn't selfish, it isn't arrogant, it isn't egotistical. I mean, when you think about it, okay, say you're in a romantic relationship with someone and you give them affection, you do nice things for them, you take them out to the movies, cook them a nice meal, and you do all these lovely, wonderful things for your partner to make them feel special and loved and appreciated. Yeah, and all of those things are absolutely wonderful, and it can really help to solidify that relationship and that connection. And, you know, while you're doing these things, you can have conversations with your partner, and, you know, you get to know your partner on more of an intimate level, right? When was the last time you did that for yourself? That's where I'm going with that. When was the last time you did all of those lovely, wonderful things that I've just described that what you do with your romantic partner? When did you last do or ever do that for yourself? Because that's what Spirit's wanting you guys to do this week. Okay? It doesn't matter if you book a one-person table in a nice restaurant. It's not as embarrassing as what you think. In fact, in Japan, people do that all the time. All the time. It's normal over there. Why is it not normal where you live or where I live? Why is that not normal? Why is it seen as being strange? It should be normalized. Because that time that you spend with yourself, getting to know yourself, is just as important as the time that you spend with a romantic partner and getting to know them and growing close to them. Right? But the thing is, we don't give that enough attention. We don't prioritize that the way that we should be. There's time here for somebody to reconnect with themselves, to find that harmony within themselves, with themselves, finding peace in their own company. Forge your path. making headway, moving quickly, leadership position. So again, 2 messages of restoration, 2 messages of leadership. Forging the path ahead, doing things differently, being unique, carving out your own path, doing things your own way. Okay? You are making headway. You are making progress. Something that you're doing, it is working. It is working. Even if you feel like you're not making progress, you actually are making progress here with something. Because you're making headway. Okay. I need to make space. Let's put these there. That might be better. Right. Tarot. Let's take a look. What's this sign of hope for our Scorpio collective, please? For the 14th to the 23rd of February. What's this sign of hope for Scorpio? This safe passage, changing of the fortunes. This wonderful divine intervention is being clarified with the 2 of Pentacles, or the 2 of coins. Okay. Now with that one, it's not just balance and stability, it's also interconnectedness. Okay. Interconnectedness. You've also got a snake on this deck, which is healing, regeneration, regrowth, new growth. And the 3 of Wands. Expansion, future proofing, future planning, taking action, confident action. There's a path here that is, it's clearing, like your direction is becoming clearer to you. Potentially additional finances here coming in for some, because the 2 of Pentacles can indicate an additional income, an additional stream of finances coming in. Okay. So again, to tie in with your changing of your fortunes, there's potentially something passive here, like passive income that's coming in. Can you tell us more? Thank you. 5 of Wands. The fighting's over, the battle's over. See how there's literally nothing in that card other than the feathers and the swords. Like there's no person, there's no animal, there's nothing. It's literally just the feathers. Right? That's indicating the fight's over, the battle's over, the war is over. Whatever that means specifically for you. Okay, it could be a metaphor for some, it might not be for others. Again, just take it as it resonates. I can only give the messages as I'm hearing them. Okay, they're saying the fight's over, the war is over. Alright, so that in of itself is bringing hope now, because now you can actually start making solid, tangible plans for the future, where up until recently you might not have been able to have. Okay, maybe things were still all up in the air until recently. But this is the week where you're actually going to be able to make tangible plans for the future. 3 of Wands is rapid growth and expansion. Okay, it's branching out, it's reaching out, it's something that's extending outwards. Okay, it's a new path as well, it could be. Okay, was this release for Scorpio? This rebirth, awakening, this releasing of burdens for Scorpio. 6 of Swords off center. Your burdens were you not receiving what you should have been, for whatever reason. for whatever reason, there was something here that was being put on pause, that was being put on hold. It might have been sabotage, it might not have been, okay? You do have the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords here, which can sometimes indicate some sort of sabotage. Okay, it could have been self-sabotage also. Either way, something was put on pause. You were not receiving what you should have been, with the Six of Pentacles coming out off center. So it's like your work output wasn't matching your finances coming in, for example. Okay? That's the burden here that's being released. You will now be receiving what you should be receiving. Can we have another card for this, for Scorpio, please? There's a woodpecker. It's telling me to focus on that woodpecker energy. Okay, so obviously the woodpecker will bore holes in the tree trunk to try and get to the grubs underneath. And that noise of the constant knocking, knock, 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 that can be really annoying for some people. It can be really triggering for some. So something might have been really irritating you. It could have been really annoying for you. But stubbornly, you kept trying. Stubbornly, you kept trying. And that's... okay. Now you're able to get to that juicy grub. Interesting. There's a payoff here. There's a payoff. Mushrooms as well. It's healing. Oh yeah, with the mushroom healing, I found out recently that mushroom therapy is actually a real thing. I didn't know that until like last week. I mean, maybe someone's trying mushroom therapy. I don't know. Maybe that's the thing. I'm hearing that someone suffers with migraines here as well. Because again, they've really got me focused on that woodpecker. But they've got me focused on more of the like negative qualities that woodpeckers are associated with. If you are a migraine sufferer, you're gonna... again, I've got to be careful because obviously I'm not a medical expert, okay? You could be finding a natural healing medicinal solution to your frequent migraine issues this week. Okay? And that's all I'm saying on that. I've got to be smart because we are on YouTube. YouTube's quite strict, which is fair enough. It's their platform, their rules, I guess. The point being, a lot of our Scorpios were definitely working without reward, and that's coming to an end. Judgment, rebirth. Yep. Rebirth is here. And that's literally a hawk who's already spotted its prey and it's basically dive bombing it. It knows it's not going to miss. So there's a metaphor here, Scorpio, about how you've to take action straight away. Like straight away. I just heard what sustains you. What sustains you? Can you have another card for Scorpio, please? about the what sustains you message. Huh. You're a major arcana with the Knight of Pentacles for the message of what sustains you. Well, there's definitely financial independence, financial freedom. There's certainly a message about your growth. See how that is literally half of its old skin is off? So you're at the final stages of something here, Scorpio. You're at the final stages of something that you have been struggling through. Because that snake, going through the process of shedding, if you've ever kept snakes before, then you'll know this, is a really uncomfortable, unpleasant experience for that snake. Like, it becomes so itchy and irritable, maybe even moody, and it'll hide away. I remember ours got actually stuck in the top of his water fountain because he was determined to try and get away from this uncomfortable feeling. And we had to spend, I think it was about 2 hours, we had to coax him out of there for. And he only did that when he was shedding as well. So again, it's a really powerful metaphor, isn't it? That change, which death is, that's your major arcana, change is uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable, but is also very necessary. Everything in life goes through changes and cycles. Like, you're literally the sign of change and cycles and metamorphosis and regeneration, you know? Like, change doesn't come without effort. It doesn't. And you're seeing the results of your effort here with the Knight of Pentacles. In fact, it's saying that, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, it's been saying that you've been waiting for these changes for a long time. Now, this could be changes on a personal level, or this could be changes within a societal level. Okay, again, however this resonates for you, but you've been waiting on this for a long time. A long time. You might have even felt like you were alone, a lot like that lone wolf there. There's no mistake that they wanted me to use this deck today. I've not used this deck in months. It wanted to come out today though. And I'm beginning to see why. You've also got the evergreen firs in the background. Evergreen. It's another metaphor. Evergreen. Continuous. It's like you never really gave up hope. Not really. You might have had a wobble here and a wobble there, but you never really gave up hope for something to do with change, for something to do with new life. Or you never really gave up hope on society, if that's what this is about for you. You just never really gave up hope that one day you would see tangible results of change. I do feel that there is actually a mass awakening that's going on as well. And it's been going on for a while. I feel that now we're getting to that stage where those who have been awakening, as it were, they're starting to find their confidence, basically, to start speaking out. That's going to be the next stage. What's this? Restoring, this rest. Temperance off centre. So, okay, you might have become impatient. impatiently waiting for results. There's also a lot of pressure here that you've been putting on yourself with Temperance off center. Okay, that's why Spirit's telling you, like, ease up on yourself. You've definitely needing to spend time to reconnect with yourself here. Whoa. Six of Swords, yeah. Moving on to better times. Easier times, like proper, the struggle's over. The struggle's over. I'll take a look at these, but I'm going to put these ones back in the deck. Queen of Swords, Five of Cups, Hangman, Page of Swords. Interesting. Queen of Swords is very direct. And that one's an owl. So that's like spiritual knowledge and wisdom. So someone... Okay. With grief and uncomfortable energy. Somebody was uncomfortable with the position that they found themselves in. With this Queen of Swords, Five of Cups. It's like someone here didn't want that responsibility, almost. Hanged Man with the Page of Swords. But look at the Page of Swords. It's literally a butterfly coming out of its chrysalis. These two are saying, but you either hang on in there, or that's what you've already done. Maybe that's why you were becoming impatient. Maybe irritable. Something like that. Spirit's telling you it gets easier from here, though, with the Six of Swords. And when you start to reconnect with yourself, it'll get a lot easier. What's this? Forge a path, making headway, moving quickly, leadership position for Scorpio, please. Thank you. Seven of Swords that came out off center. Seven of Swords off center. In this context, it's someone who lacked confidence. Imposter syndrome. You have another card for this one, for Scorpio, please. There's also a really tired energy associated with that one. Because I'm looking at it and I can feel my eyes getting really, really heavy. Really heavy. It's almost like someone's going, oh man, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done. I'm too old, I'm too tired. I haven't got the strength anymore. Maybe I shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. And then there it goes. Did you see that? There it goes with the negative thinking. See how quickly it can happen. Okay, so Spirit's wanting for you to stay vigilant when it comes down to that negative thinking. Seven of Swords. Yep. It might have been because you were coming under attack. There could have been a lot of spiritual attacks that were going on that was making you feel tired, drowsy, restless, making you feel like this whole thing was pointless. It could have been that was going on. There might have been bullying that was going on, you know, outside of the spiritual attacks, anything like that. Moving quickly, taking on a leadership position here, forging your own path. Yeah. You will come across people like that. And it always comes from those who see you as a threat. Or they might assume, Seven of Wands off center, that you're an easy target. They might assume that you're not going to stand up for yourself. They might assume that you're not going to be assertive. That's weird. Emperor, there you go. But they're wrong. Emperor. So we're talking about a leadership position here, Scorpio, and you literally get the leader of tarot coming out, the Emperor. And the way that it came out of the deck, as you would have seen, it didn't jump out of the deck, it just wouldn't go back in the deck. It wouldn't go back in the deck. You're not going to go back in the box. You're not going to go back in the box. Someone wants you to get back in your box. It's not going to happen though, is it? It's not going to happen though. Taking the leadership role. Yep. 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Exactly. It's really strong energy. That's someone who's self-sufficient, or they're currently creating that self-sufficient lifestyle. It's someone who is a hard worker, very dedicated to everything that they do, borderline perfectionist, 9 of Pentacles. That's someone who doesn't wait for permission from others, doesn't need permission from others. It's someone who knows themselves. 9 of Pentacles and Ace of Wands, yeah. New energy coming in, and the Star, wow, with the Queen of Pentacles, yeah. So if finances are or have been an issue for you guys, finances are no longer going to be an issue. If this is about your own personal growth and your own personal struggles with that, and therefore the struggles that you have with other people around you, basically not being respectful of the fact that you're trying to better yourself. Again, like, this is the war is over. The war is over. Okay, the Star, wish fulfillment. It's very healing energy. Is literally right next to an Ace of Wands. Okay. And I'm almost seeing that like a magic wand as well. So it's like what you've been trying to create, or what you've been trying to manifest, here it is. Here it is, because you got wish fulfillment. You called this in. I mean, I just find this absolutely incredible. And there you go again with the mushrooms and the mushroom healing thing. Okay. There's victory. See with that white banner on there? It's like a victory ribbon, isn't it? It's not a white flag. That's a victory ribbon. So there's some sort of victory here. Some sort of victory that contributes to your growth, your healing, your abundance, your sense of self. Wow. Okay. Let's get you a healing message. Have a healing message for our Scorpio collective, please. Ace of Wands, that's really creative energies as well. It's almost like Spirit saying, right, so, Scorpio, I guess that was successful, wasn't it? What would you like to do now? That's how that energy feels. It almost feels a bit cheeky, playful. Dances on one foot, balancing act. Okay. Let's take a look. That's number 9. 9s are perseverance. 9s are, excuse you, Destiny. She just rubbed her teeth off the box and it proper sounded like something slipped out of a bottom. What was I saying? Nines. Nines are perseverance. Nines are don't rest on your laurels. They're not quite completion. Nines are you've still got a little bit of a ways to go yet. Okay. This one says balancing act, resourcefulness, and saying yes to life. When dances on one foot shows up, you're called to find a new balance. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you, no matter how thorny or how difficult it seems. If you're putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationships, family, or digital media, then you're missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it is going to be up in the air. It is not that you're doing too much and find it impossible to catch up, but rather it's that you're confusing your readiness with preparation. You will never ever be fully prepared for all of the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation that the universe offers you. So live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything that is not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. So it's about everything that is not in alignment with you. It's about everything that doesn't bring you joy, doesn't bring you happiness. Then take your focus off of those things, okay? Because it's not bringing you joy and happiness. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson. You're challenged now to work with the resources available to you and to not be seduced by the belief of, if I only had more. Yeah, we've all done that at some point. All of us. I just did it myself there just the other day, you know? We're out in the garden trying to blank canvas it all so we can get raised beds put in and so we can get like the duck house built and stuff. And I'm like, I caught myself doing it. I'm like, if only I had more money, I could pay someone else to do this for me. But then it's like, do you know what? That would take all of the satisfaction out of it, wouldn't it? I mean, yeah, okay, a professional is definitely going to do a professional job. There's no question, right? Because the amount of work that it all needs and requires, there's no question a professional is going to do a professional job, right? But the satisfaction of knowing I did that myself, you know? And all the hard work and the bloody strain and everything else that goes into it. And then when you can stand back and look at the final thing and you're like, wow, yeah, I did that, we did that, you know? That's where life satisfaction comes in. Knowing that you did with what you had. You did with what you had and you did it yourself. That's absolutely an incredible feeling. So yeah, try not to be seduced by this idea of if only you had more, okay? Life has provided you with everything that you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you're losing your balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to spirit steady in hand. Okay? Yeah. Absolutely perfect. And that takes confidence as well. Okay, what else for Scorpio, please? Hopefully we're not going to get a super gross card out of this deck for you guys today. Right. Always keep shit moving by not giving a shit what people think of you. Do what you do for you always. Yeah. Other people's opinions and words and chatter, you've not got time for that, okay? That's not what's important. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you did like it and you want to see more. My website for personal readings is phoenixkeiatarot.com. My Patreon is going to be the place to go for all of the free bonus content. Thank you so much to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed, who has joined us over on Patreon, and you know, who has really spent their time with me and watching my readings. I definitely do appreciate every single one of yous. But yeah, my links to everything is going to be in my description box below, and I will see you in the next reading. Okay, bye.